everybody doing? Coffee with Ray, but Ray has no coffee. So, um, it is 6 a.m. where I am right now. Still kind of dark, and sun's coming up and everything like that. And this week is going to be rather interesting. And just going to be sharing my feelings, my emotions, my how I'm dealing with it and everything this week. And I thought that it would be interesting to share those feelings and those ideas and how I'm dealing with it with all you guys. For those of you who don't know, hey H26 Heather, um, I am out here visiting my brother probably for the last time. As many of you may know or may not know, my brother has terminal cancer, and they really haven't given him that much time left. So we're here to basically spend time with him. And hey, Holly, how you doing? Spend time with him, and in essence, say our goodbyes. And so I thought what I would do this week, being kind of different, is focusing on dealing with loss. Because, in today's world, we're going to be dealing with a lot of loss. We're going to be dealing, with loss of income, loss of people, loss of friends, loss of a lot of things, as time rolls on. And I thought that I would share this week how I am dealing with loss. And I thought it'd be, this is more of a serious matter, something that we don't like to think about, and we just kind of want to push it off to the side and everything. But as let's take lemons and turn it into lemonade. And how can we learn to better deal with loss? Hi, good you're there. My husband's behind the views. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate that. But I thought it'd be very good because this is a survival thing. How do you survive loss? How do you survive, the grief and everything? And not, this isn't really a typical, prepper, stuff, but it is something important, and it's something that we have to deal with, especially like I said, with these days and times that we're living in. We're going to be seeing some loss. We're going to be seeing loss in a lot of ways, and so I thought it'd be interesting to show this week of what's going on. And hey, Kim, how you doing? And how I'm dealing with it. And probably the biggest thing that I can say in dealing with loss is when you're feeling this loss, when you're feeling this hopelessness, when you're feeling this downwardness and everything like that, probably the biggest thing that can change that attitude, change that mindset, change that state that you may be in is by giving. And giving helps with the loss. Giving helps with the things that you're dealing with. And I've really set my mind to it this week to really try to give as much as I can this week to my brother, to my sister-in-law, and everything. And, not make it about me, but make it about them. And what can we do to help, better prepare them for the great loss that they are going to be facing here very soon, and that is my brother dying. And so it's just kind of an interesting predicament that I'm in now. For those of you who don't know, my brother is, I guess you say he's a Buddhist and everything. So the one thing that I don't want to do, because he's had so many people shove it down his throat, is, God. And how can I share God with him without shoving it down his throat, and help him, help me, help everyone prepare for loss? And it's a tough one, folks. It's a real tough one. And and again, this is not your typical prep show, but I really feel that by going through this and sharing this with you guys and sharing what happens during the days and everything, how I am able to deal with the loss through giving. And the primary thing that I'm giving is just giving of myself. And that doesn't mean, I'm not going to be sitting here waiting hand on foot and hand and all this other junk and all that other stuff like that. The giving is giving of me, and giving of my heart and giving of my soul to him. And in that giving, hopefully that he sees God through all that, because it's interesting talking with him and things. And he's not afraid of dying, but what he is, kind of afraid of is the process of dying, because that's something none of us have ever experienced before. And so it's a serious situation and everything. And probably the biggest help that I have had in my life, probably one of the best books, I'm going to share it with you here. It's called The Dying Testimonies of the Saved and Unsaved. And this was written in the late 1800s, and it was written by a pastor who went basically all over the world and gathered stories of people's death experience, what happened when this person died. And all true accounts. He's I'm not making up anything or anything like that. But if you really want to cement your faith, if you really want to know, is there a God, is there an afterlife, is there things like that, this is probably the greatest book that has grown my faith, knowing that there is something on the other side and that God is real. And it's my desire, my hope this week to help my brother understand that, yeah, God is real. God is there. And, there is a place we go to. Is it heaven? Is it some place we call hell? Is it, what is it? But this has been an outstanding book. I really highly recommend you guys getting it. You can get it on Amazon, I want to say, for about 10, 12 bucks. Totally worth it, you know. But the great thing about this book is that you're able to sit and just read one little story here, one little story there. Some stories are half a page long, some stories are 2, 3 pages long. But it's just interesting reading these stories because it's really helped me cement my faith in the Lord. And even though at times I may not live it and everything, it really helps me to deal with what's going on, especially right now, with us spending time with my brother, and this being the last time that we're going to be able to do that. So it's going to be an interesting week, folks. I ask that you pray for me, pray for my mom, pray for my sister-in-law, my brother, and everything, and that we create memories and we create good times, because I think that's something that my brother wants to do. He's got all these things planned out and everything that he wants us to do and go and everything like that. And so I'm gonna, it'll be an interesting week to see what it is we do. But he's creating what his desire, without him coming out and saying it, is to create memories and create those good times and everything, so that memories are made and good things are able to be looked at back on. And so that's one of the ways, that he's giving. He's giving of himself, is to help create these memories. And I'm here to be with him and create those memories with him. So, but yeah, pray for us this week, because this is going to be an interesting time, and I don't know what the week holds. I don't know. I know he's got some plans and everything, but I really want to be able to share God with him without, shoving it down his throat per se. and letting him see God in my life. And then, cherish the small things, cherish these things that we'll be doing, and cherish the life that he has left, and really, look at those things. And then I want to leave with him some ideas and some things to do, and really focusing on cherishing the time that he has left with his wife, and really delve deep into them, and help them as much as possible, and give them some ideas and everything that they can do to help cherish that life, spend those days, each day as a gift, and really start living those gifts. So but thank you, Heather, I appreciate that. But it's kind of interesting. So this week is going to be different, and I encourage you to tune in and see what's going on. I'm going to be sharing with you the day's events of what we did the prior day, and how did that go, and everything, and what did I do to share myself with him, and what shared God with him, and then what memories did we make that day. And so kind of, like I said, kind of a different prepper show, but this is something that we all are going to have to go through. And like I said, it's how we deal with the loss that matters. It's how we deal with the loss that makes us who we are, as well as make us who we are to other people. So I'm really going to work hard at doing what I can. I do have to admit, it threw me off when it's still being dark by this morning. Yeah, I'm out here in the mountains on the West Coast, and so we had a flight and everything. The flight was really good, I have to say, and everything. But man, was I exhausted yesterday. I got up at 2:45 my time, and I went to bed last night at 6:30, and actually just got up um, a little while ago. And so I'm trying to get my body in tune to West Coast time, and everything. But I also want to make sure that I work hard at still doing coffee at Ray with Ray. And so please forgive me if I am late some days or something. I will be doing coffee with Ray no matter what. But be patient with me. I may not make it exactly at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So, but I'm going to really work hard at doing that. So when you do see that, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and ring that little bell so you get notified whenever I do go live. And but I am going to be trying to go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, which is 6 a.m. Western this time. So, hey, Joan, helping Diane is the most difficult and appreciated person. Yep, I totally agree. Totally agree. And so, I really want to see where his mindset is. I want to see where he is mentally, see where his wife's mind is mentally, how they're going to deal with this, what are they doing, and things. So, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to go into autopilot mode. And it's so easy for people to just go into autopilot mode when they're facing loss, and they're facing grief, and where instead of actually facing it, it's hard to actually look it in the eye, and I don't want to use the word conquer it, but that is what I'm kind of saying, is conquer that, so that you can face this and face it in a good manner, in a good state, in a positive mindset, and everything. So, but it's going to be an interesting week for sure, folks. So, I appreciate being out here. I appreciate the time that I'm going to be spending with him, and I'm really looking forward to the spending the time with him in this week and everything. And so, but I'm out here by the pool, and hanging out with you guys and everything. And but life is good, and I hope to share some goodness and some good stuff with him, and give him memories as well. I don't want to be causing him any drama or anything, because that's one of the things that really, drama is really hitting him hard, and everything. But he's quite a logical individual, quite a analytical sort of person and everything. And so I want to possibly help him step away from that a little bit and again cherish the things. And the things is, I know he's doing these things, but is he really taking it to the next level? And because again, he doesn't know how much time he has exactly, and we don't know how much time. But how can I help him, give him some ideas so that he cherishes life even more and cherishes the memories and so forth. So, but interesting week this week, and it's going to be kind of heavy stuff and lessons that I learned. I want to share with you so that you guys have some good, equipment or tools or something, so that you guys can deal with loss. Because loss not only is just death, loss is loss with income, loss of a job, loss of a friendship, you name it, any sort of loss. We all go through the same physical attributes when we go through that loss sort of thing. And so I'm going to share that with you this week and everything. So that's pretty much it. Pray for me, pray for my family and everything. And we'll see you tomorrow. I don't have any coffee with me. You know, got up a little too early and the office isn't open yet. And so no coffee yet. But that's everything, folks. I just thank you so much for tuning in. Raymond Mhor, Kill the Prepper. We'll see you. Goodbye. God bless. And kill Tom.